presentation is on the use of physiological and biomechanical theory to develop a talent identification program or system for potential elite track and field athletes. This is for SES2222 Applied Physiology and Biomechanics. The students that made this presentation are Elsa M00451529, Mohammed Miah M00452557, Michael New M00438400, and Daniel Petchey M00451204. In this presentation, we will be looking at the physiological and biomechanical characteristics for talent identification of young field and track athletes who are aspiring for a professional career, and we can assign them to the correct sporting discipline through these talent identifications processes. The track and field athletes will compete across various sports with different disciplines such as running, jumping and throwing in the talent identification process, so we can monitor them and tailor them towards the correct sporting discipline. These disciplines such as 100 metres in shot put all have desired physiological and biomechanical characteristics for optimal levels of performance at the highest levels of competition. Throughout the rest of the presentation, we will discuss these characteristics and how they are specific to different events within track and field events.
This slide is of the physiology and theory in elite track athletes. It is said that for elite athletes, they tend to have a high VO2 max and their skeletal muscles contain slow twitch fibers. Elite athletes and distant runners have high VO2 max, while sprinters and jumpers have relatively low VO2 max and extremely low body fat percentage. These certain characteristics might be used as goals in training programs to identify an athlete for potential success. To become a potential elite distance athlete, an individual would need significant plasma, cholesterol, VO2 max, and a percentage of slow twitch fibers. Hamstring strength and quadriceps strength levels are needed as it is the most important, and it is also shown to correlate with successful distance running. It is said that field athletes tend to have lower levels of VO2 max when compared to track athletes when height and weight are taken into consideration. However, the athletes still have good levels of VO2 max due to having a large vital capacity because of their size of their body.
This biomechanical slide is on talent identification for young field and track athletes. These will be used to find the required characteristics for sporting disciplines within the system. Characteristics for the talent identification will be anthropometrics and body composition. Anthropometrics is based on stride length and is much more specific to runners. This will be in short distance sprinting and long distance runners as well as long jump, but will be required in some of the field events. Body composition is very important to sporting disciplines. In sprinting, they will want a very high muscle mass but being lean at the same time, as they will have to exert forces at a maximal level. Long distance runners will have more tight quad muscles as they are competing in endurance events, and they will be very light athletes. The track athletes will be a mix of the sprinter and larger Olympic weightlifting athletes, as they have to move an object in a powerful sense and as far as possible. These factors will be used to consider which sporting disciplines the young track and field athletes will move into due to the characteristics they will be tested on in the talent identification system.
Biomechanical features of elite track athletes. Elite track athletes are very powerful athletes who require high force reductions in order to reach maximal velocity. In order to do this, they must have good hip extension with the back foot going well past the body to create the maximal force. The average sprinter will have less hip extension but with more contact athletes. When discussing the biomechanics of an elite field athlete, research has shown that events such as javelin, discus and shot put must have high muscular forces combined with high muscular contractions in order to reach elite level in these events. Events like these often require muscular power training for explosive movements to develop the characteristics needed for these events.
Summary of talent identification system. Ideally, in a talent identification program, athletes will be tested on these biomechanical and physiological features before making it to elite level. These biomechanical and physiological features may potentially determine if an athlete will be good enough in their particular field. As a result of this, this is highly important for these athletes to understand what is required of them in order to make it to this elite level. To select athletes through the talent identification system, desirable characteristics will be assessed to put these athletes through into their specific disciplines within track and field events. Due to the characteristics, they will be placed into the sports in which they could have the most success. And once drafted to that specific sport, they will be worked with to be conditioned to win events and better their chances of professional and a successful career in the athletic world.
These are references used throughout our presentation. Some of these references are quite old as there is a lack of research in this area. Thank you for listening.